each other's mental space. If you ever need me, just call. I'ma come running, give it my all. Love is love, God wins. Keep your vibrations high and watch how your blessings.
Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear me? I don't know why I didn't just hear that.
They try to take us out of history, try to replace us with a mystery. Sometimes you wonder, how could this be? They still try to keep us down. They wanna take away our good land, ancestors' bones powdered like dry sand. Replace your home, your God, your food, and still they wanna wear your crown. How do they feel playing you, knowing that we used to rule? Right now we just played it cool and watch them play the fool. Yes, 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 you're still the king. Yes, 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 and it's everlasting. Yes, 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 you're still the king of this world. Yes, 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 you're still the queen. Yes, 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 see your glow, see your sheen. Yes, 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 the king and the queen of this world. They live it now like how we used to. We want it back but they refuse to. Return our shit like they supposed to. They still trying to keep us down. They feeling safe like we've forgotten. Think we relate to picking cotton. Their imitation is so rotten, playing dress up in our crown. So how do they feel playing you, knowing that we used to rule? Now we just playing it cool and watch them act a fool. But yes, 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 you're still the king. Yes, 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 and it's everlasting. Yes, 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 you're still the king of this world. Yes, 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 you're still the queen. Yes, 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 see your glow, see your sheen. Yes, 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 the king and the queen of this world. You're still the king.
I'm trying to see something. What is this beef looking like? Huh, guys? It's looking foolish, ain't it? Looking foolish. This is the circle of bullshit. Now he's your friend again. I don't even know if this is worth playing. I don't even know if it's worth playing. You know, they got this whole fake beef going on. I say it's fake because if this is your friend, why would you want to antagonize would you want to antagonize the person that can press charges against your friend if this is your friend, right? That's why I say it's got to be fake, because if this is your friend, if this is your people's, why would you try to push the Mario button on somebody bringing charges against your friend to prove whether the PC is real or whether the PC is fake or whatever the case may be? Why would he want someone to bring charges against his friend if Sean Davey is his friend, right? And this is the beauty of like knowing how to, work around your PC and everything like that. I keep a couple of screens up. You see that? I got the Discord screen up right here, so people can join the Discord. Got the Discord screen up right here, and then I'm listening to what's going on YouTube over here. See? So when this screen ain't up here, I could just still press this button and listen. You know what I mean? I can still hear what's going on.
You know what I mean?
Y'all can't hear it though. Y'all can't hear it. If I don't have this up here, y'all can't hear it. So when I take this down, only I can hear this still going on. But we're going to set that up in the Discord too, so we can just watch in the Discord. TikTok, y'all can't even see what's going on TikTok. Y'all literally got to go over to YouTube. Y'all got to go to Ralph DaWise on YouTube to see what's going on. I just wanted to see it's still going on. Like, that's why I say the world is one big stage. This just seems like one big circle of bullshit, if you ask me. Let me check. Did they change their times that they're going to go live? Because all of them, all the big three was scheduled to go live at the same time just now. It was funny as hell. The big three was all scheduled to go live at the same time. I was like, oh, how they going to pull this off? I see that Sean Davey decide not to go live yet. Yeah, they must have talked about it or something, because he took his time slot down. He was scheduled to go live at this same time, 5 something. So I guess he took his down. He's not going live at this time. And Danny Robinson probably took hers down too. So they all came to an agreement to let official King Payne go first, I guess. So they let him go live first. And then they'll probably like create their live afterwards. Because I thought I just seen Danny Robinson with a to be announced for 5 something. All of them was scheduled to go live at 5 something. I thought it was funny. I wanted to see how the big three was going to work that out. And then you have Lady T. She's live right now with her receipts. Let me see. Oh, Danny did a live about it too? So I'm confused. Y'all help me out. Yeah, that thing got upside down real quick. No. Oh, I thought it was about to crash again. We'll just see. We'll just see. See, I told you. OKP, like, listen, they might have been, you know, if they would have just left it alone and left her alone, maybe but if they're pushing the Mario button to see how far she'll take it, of course she's going to press the charges to prove her point, to show that she's not lying and so on and so forth, right? So that's what they want them to do. That's what they want. They want her to push that to the limit. They want her to file the charges. Like, think about it. I don't know if Danny Robinson went live about it. Most likely Danny Robinson did go live about it. But if you got Danny Robinson picking it up, if you got, you know, these content creators picking it up, then, you know, you're in for it. In other news, though, let's see what's going on with Ashley Trevino. Let's see what's been going on with Ashley Trevino. What is the latest? You ain't been doing no updates. 3 months ago was the last time you updated? Damn. People been doing way more updates on TikTok than that. All right, we'll have to put together a whole live for Ashley Trevino. Should we go over to see what's been going on with the TikTokers? There's a lot of bullshit going on around the TikTokers. Ain't too much bullshit going on around here. I mean, let's see what the knot's gonna do. I guess the knot is going to find a way to weasel himself back into this somehow. He's going to find a way to weasel himself back into this somehow. And then, of course, you got, you know, damn. Damn, she did all of that talking about not support. I like how they be talking about me, but then they go, you know, well, you know, unless I guess we gotta get Jaguar to pop up. That's who we really want to beef with. After we told Odell, like, let's set up a boxing match, we ain't hear nothing from them again. After we done scared the hell out of Odell, now every time we go over there, Jaguar talking about block him. Odell talking about, I already blocked him. Already blocked him. Huh? Now we go over there and block him. Block him. That's all they doing now. It went from sugar to shit. Jaguar and Odell was talking all that tough shit, and then as Soon as the chips came their way, they fold, fold, we fold, we fold. The sector is about in for a new shakeup. Don't y'all think? Don't y'all think it's about time for some new? We're gonna get some people from TikTok over here. Don't worry about it. We're gonna bring some new people to the sector. Pull them over here from TikTok. You know, get a nice new, get a new lineup of people. Right now, it ain't nobody in this sector over here. Ain't nobody over here. You gotta get a new lineup. You know, gotta get a new lineup of people. You know, but we good though. We just gotta take our slow roll. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take the slow roll. You know, there's a lot of BS going on. I want to know, like, is this might trickle over? This might trickle over, but see, I'm looking for that backfire effect, right? That backfire effect is the same thing that we see on Black, YouTube, whatever you want to call it, the Black T sector, right? It's where you support one side or the other, and then they still end up turning on you doing the same fuckery. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can show your support to one group or the other group. It don't matter who you show your support to. Even, innocent bystanders, get it now. On with everything that's going on, they don't care. They don't care what side you on or whatever. They gonna come at you. See, in our defense, we put up a good fight. You know what I'm saying? So they might not say anything about us, right? They might not say nothing about us because in our defense, we do put up a pretty good fight. The Atlas family, we listen, we shook it up, we changed things up, and now you just see like, whatever is happening now. But once again, we still didn't want to be a part of it. But here we are. We're not a part of it. We still try to put the knowledge and stuff out there, but we got to keep track of this bullshit. This bullshit swings our way at any moment. At any moment, this bullshit can swing our way. Y'all know that. They've been itching to get us into the back and forth. You know what I mean? They feel like they got a narrative on us. So they all got to push that lie out there. But that's why I say, like, man, them lawsuits start coming, and cease and desist, the real cease and desist. Not none of this shit that you keep seeing right now. Right now, you see these fake cease and desist going out there. You see these fake, like, nah. Y'all got to see what's really going on. I see it. I'm just trying to figure out why is nobody else seeing it? Why is nobody else seeing it? Or are they seeing it and they just don't, are they seeing it and they just don't care? What's going on with you? Is people seeing it and they just don't care? What is it? So yeah, we're gonna start reaching out to some more people that we know on TikTok and bring some of the TikTok dramas over here. So we'll pick like Tuesday or Thursday to be a day that we like bring some of the TikTok mayhem from TikTok to over here. So we'll do that. We'll reach out to some of these people on TikTok and bring some of the TikTok dramas over here. Um, what else? So yeah, that part we'll do that. We just gotta try. We just gotta try, guys. We just gotta try a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. You know what I mean? We just gotta try. Should be fun. Try a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. You know? Think about it. Just think about it. Think about it. Life could be so beautiful. We just got to gather together in it. It takes all of us. We all got to work together in this, unify in a sense. But for positive, though, positive unification. That's why y'all should join the Discord. Y'all better get over to the Discord. You know what I mean? Get over to the Discord if y'all ain't in the Discord yet, or y'all ain't think about joining the Discord yet. You better think about joining the Discord. You know, the Discord is the spot to be because we're gonna turn it up over there. We're gonna do some things over there in the Discord. Do some things in the Discord. That way, when we throw our party, you know, when we throw our party, we good. Once we throw the party, you know, when we throw our party, everybody gonna be there. It's gonna be like Ray's Boom Boom Room. You know. Wait, hold up, damn. Why these is? I remember. Yeah. We just chilling right now. We're just taking up a little space, a little time slot space. This is us. Like we're trying to find our hours. You know what I mean? Like what is our hours? What is the Atlas Collective's hours, you know? Over on YouTube. What is our hours over on YouTube? What is our hours? What space will we hold? Do we take a morning slot? There ain't too many people on in the AM, right? Because they all sleep and shit. Because they hung over from the night games that they done played. Should we take a PM slot? Should we take an AM and a PM slot just to see how we fit? Should we take, you know what I mean? What should we do? What should we do? I mean, we do usually do a TikTok in the AM. Should we do a 24-hour live to see, what time slot we fit in? Man, it must be all the Bush babies in here today. All the Bush babies must be in here because ain't nobody typing nothing in the comment section. Where's the people at? Whatever happened to the disability? The milkman, the paperboy, the evening TV. It's crazy. Where'd everybody go? I know where to get y'all in here. First class knowledge. Oh, who he telling to come up? Can't be. Ooh. Oh, they talk about see, y'all gotta get over to the Discord. Maybe I'll play it in the Discord. Let me see. Might be too much. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Take YouTube. Go over to the Discord. You can watch what's going on in the Discord. You can watch it from the Discord in the YouTube lounge. I think I have it playing right now. Check and make sure it's playing in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, check and make sure it's playing in the Discord. You should be able to. Yeah, well, let me see. See, look, you can watch it in the Discord. See,
Craigslist.
it's in the Discord. It's in the Discord. You got to go watch it in the Discord. What's going on? What's up with you? Um, we got to get people in the Discord to listen to it. You got to join the Discord. We're going to play it in the Discord. It's the YouTube drama, the YouTube madness. We're listening right now. Right now, we just listening to some stuff. Got to get more people in the Discord. Yeah, but that's going to be a drag out. That'll be a drag out. What is this? Velvet? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, they locked. Yeah, they all live right now. Circle of Mess. Everybody's live with the Circle of Mess. Oh, oh, that's what it is. He's building his Discord. Sean Davyway is trying to build his Discord. That's what's happening right now. He's telling everybody to go to his Discord because he's gonna. See? Manipulation at its finest. The games always happen. I wish I can. I wish y'all can listen to this right now. I wish y'all could listen to this right now. This is about to get so ugly. You hear me? This is about to get so ugly. This is about to get so ugly with this whole Lady T thing. They probably gonna try to implement her in Ronnie Doe's situation. Watch. I guarantee you Sean Davyway finds a way to say maybe Lady T has something to do with Ronnie Doe. I bet you. How much y'all want to bet? How much y'all want to bet? How much y'all want to bet that he tries to be like, oh, we have a new person that could be an interest in how much y'all want to bet? I guarantee it. Guarantee you, Sean Davyway tries to put this. How much you want to bet? He's telling Danny Robinson she can use the content whenever she want. Danny Robinson, use the content when you want. And then you have, yeah. I don't even know what coffee is. Is that the Discord? Oh, you got to pay $4 to get in the Discord to see what the hell going on. See that? His Discord is called Coffee, and you got to pay to get in there to see what's going on. Boom. Boom. Another fucking storyline to be played in order to grow on another application for money. Boom. And y'all call us the grifters. Y'all say that we are the one. Like, what? Y'all are not serious. This man just did a whole live for how many minutes was that? How many minutes was that live? How many minutes was that live? 7 minutes. He went live for 7 minutes to tell everybody, join us on Coffee. Does Ronnie Doe has a suspect we overlooked, right? Basically. Because remember, Lady T was sending Ronnie Doe money, so on and so forth, right? So if he's beefing with Lady T right now, and now he's bringing up Ronnie Doe, then he's about to try to attach her to an unaliving or of some sort, right? But he's going to do it in his Discord. That's where he's going to do it at, in his Discord, to build the Discord, right? And I wish I can play this for y'all, right? I wish I can play this, but I can't because we can't risk them striking the page, right? So in the Discord, I have it playing in the Discord, right? In the Discord, I have it playing, but I can't play it over here because I know like these people play is like they want you to play their content so that way they can strike you. You know what I mean? So we got to stay out of that, right? But that's all he went live to say for 7 minutes, to promote his Discord and basically say come over to the Discord where this is going down at, right? Where he's exposing this at, right? So he's exposing that. And then at the same time that he's exposing it in the Discord, right? Official King Payne is live also with receipts for AT2, right? So now he's at the AT2 thing, and they're saying, like, if you see, computer love in the comment section, block her, whatever they saying, right? And then Danny Robinson is also going to pick up on it, and she's going to do a live about it, right? And this is the circle of fuckery, right? Because Danny Robinson's going to do a live about it. But once again, everything is going to lead back to who? The Knot. Everything is going to lead back to the Knot, right? So once it leads back to the Knot, then the Knot is going to be involved, right? In a sense. So it's just going to be back to that circle of bullcrap. It's just going to be back to the circle of bullcrap. And I don't see how we don't see it. I don't see how we don't see it. Like, we see it. We see it. It's there, right? It's there. And now, like, what you have is official King Payne showing that AT2 was messaging him on Craigslist back in 2013. Like, he brung out the Craigslist receipts from 13 years ago. I want y'all to think about this. He brung out Craigslist receipts from 13 years ago. 13 years ago. That's how long these personas have been interacting with each other. Y'all don't find that suspicious? And nobody finds that suspicious? If Andre Turner AT2, if AT2 has been messaging OKP since 2013, 13 years, this tobacco of bullshit rhetoric has been going on. This is a circle. Y'all are we really stuck in this circle of madness? There ain't no possible way. There's no way, collective, that we're stuck in this circle of madness. There's no way. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe that we are stuck in this circulatory bullshit. I refuse to believe it. I just do not want to believe that this is the circle that we're stuck in. And it's crazy because, like, you can see the bull crap. You can see the bull crap from a mile away. You can see all of it. Yeah, like Groundhog's Day. The patterns just keep on repeating. You know? See, that's why the knot shouldn't have fucked up the you know what I'm saying? If the knot wouldn't have fucked up the dynamics that we had, we could have took the whole sector by storm. You know what I'm saying? Because with his little, attitude and whatever you call it that he brings, and then with my, level of sophistication and ability to articulate things, we was a hell of a duo. You know what I'm saying? He fucked it up. You know, he messed it all up. You know. Now they had to listen. You wanna build? Come over to my page and build it over here. There ain't no way we gonna keep on putting the money in their hands, watching the circle of bullshit that they doing. Ain't no way. Come over here and let's build it over here. We ain't gonna about to keep on going through that circular bullshit that they keep on doing. No. If y'all want to build it, we build it over here. The page is monetized. It's already good to go. We could build it right here. We could build that table right here. We could build discussions right here. They don't want to come over here and build it over here. You know what I mean? They don't want to, because they have their circle of bullshit, for the tables that they already building. You know what I mean? That's why they don't pop up over here. That's why it's always, oh, let's see if you can get him to come over here, or so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Yeah, even like keep on building the same bullshit of tables. Like, you mean to tell me you're going to build another space where y'all doing the same thing? Oh, another space where y'all doing the same thing. Oh, okay, I get it. Another space where y'all doing the same thing. So it doesn't make sense. Like, you know? So fuck that. We need to build in the spaces that's beneficial to something more positive, right? You can actually see the outcome of something more positive, right? We giving thousands of dollars to them and all they doing is doing the same circular bullshit, you know? You're giving thousands of dollars a month to them with super chats and all that other stuff for them to stay in that same circulatory bullshit. Like, nah. And then my thing is, if we're all connected to StreamYard, then we can do it, still get paid from your page for the same conversations. All you have to do is join the panel in StreamYard and then share it with your audience, from StreamYard. So it's not like they can't share the wealth and everybody get there's enough out here for everybody, but that's not how they see it. You know what I'm saying? They so greedy that they want the power that comes with controlling that, right? They don't care about the money, they don't care about the funds, right? They want the power of being able to govern that, right? Nah, we're not about to come over there and have the panel on your page. We're going to build a whole new page. What? Because it's the power of being in control. That's why it always struck me as odd. That's why all of it struck me as weird, is because they didn't want the money in certain people's hands, right? Especially if you got a good outlook of trying to use the money. Like, think about it. We got the Atlas clothing store, the brand, right? We're putting new items in there every day, right? All the time. We updating it, putting new items in there, right? We already got a lot going, and they're trying to duplicate what we already got going, right? Because we already on multiple platforms, TikTok, we already got the Twitch, even though nobody goes over there, right? We already occupying multiple platforms, right? So, but they don't want to join with us because they'll feel like we have more control, right? So they'll rather say, keep coming over here, keep coming over here, keep coming over here, right? As a way to keep on like controlling the whole, attention thing, because why bring attention to a page that you're not getting any dividends out of, right? So they want the pages that they're getting dividend out of to keep on circulating. When OKP came over here talking about something, oh, I'm putting a panel together, I want you to be a part of it. I got a TV, whatever, I got a whatever together, come on. That what does that like? Yeah, like what the you know what I'm saying? Like that shit don't make no sense. Like nobody want to keep on playing, who can piss the furthest. Like nobody wants to keep on doing that. You know what I mean? If people was really about the unity, if people really was about building, then we would see that. You know what I'm saying? We would see that level of growth. We would see that level of build, you know? The reason why we don't see it is because they're not genuine about it. They're not genuine about it. You know what I mean? I could have went over to that messy Monday panel, and that all they would have did was spin a whole nother level of bullshit. That's why they always pull you into their space. That's why they always pull you into their space, because in their space, it doesn't matter what receipts you come with. It doesn't matter how you articulate your words. It doesn't matter how truthful you sound or how much emotion you give to what you're saying. None of that shit matters. The only thing that matters is the narrative that they're going to spin or put on it. That is the only thing that matters, is the narrative that they're going to spin or put on it. And that's what their collective is going to run with, you know? And you watching this, you're watching this in multiple different levels. You're watching multiple different levels of this take place. You're watching it. You might not want to be honest about it. You might not want to be truthful about it. Hell, you might not even want to say that what you seeing is what you actually seeing, but you're seeing it. You're seeing it. Right? And they don't really, like, you got to think about it. They got to keep on creating different scenarios in people's lives for content. They got to keep on creating bullshit in your life. It's not like one day these people are going to report on you and say, "Hey, you remember dropping the T? Doing great right now, got a business going for herself and everything is looking wonderful. You remember all that stuff we said about her? That don't none of that's true." And they're never going to come to that realization. They're never going to be like, "Hey, you remember Amy, the one that used to support Atlas, so on and so." They're never going to be like, "Oh yeah, that person's doing great." You'll never hear them say anything about no one else positive except themselves. You'll hear them tell you the things that they got going on, the accomplishment that they are making, so on and so forth. But they will never tell you what somebody else is doing. As a matter of fact, put that down in the Discord because that's got to be something that we do. We got to pick a day where we just go and we read a whole list of everybody else's, things that they good, happy for, happy that happened for them this week or that week. We'll pick a day out the week and just read that list, you know what I mean? And then we'll go like, listen, we could do a lot of shit together. Collectively, we could do a lot of shit. You know? We ain't gotta keep on creating these cycles of frenemies. I don't want to be frenemies with nobody no more. I'm done with that frenemy shit. You know? All of this weird ass YouTube, it's the reason why they say the black tea sector became the black tea sector. It's turned into the ghetto. That's what they say. This sector done turned into the ghetto. Listen, the crazy thing is that that's the crazy thing right there is that an avatar has so much say so, and it's like you see Sean Davy Way, keep the big three, yeah, we're the big three, yeah, and we're all gonna be yeah. And pretty soon you'll see us all on the panel together. Yeah, because we're the big three and things is happening. And when we get it popping, yeah. Like, get the fuck. Cut it out. Cut it out. Like, y'all are really like falling for this gang type mentality. It's like you see that same shit with a gang. Always throwing up they set. Never really standing alone. It's always what they can do as a group, you know? Never really, the thing about us is we stood 10 toes down over here by ourselves the whole time we've been over here. We was 10 toes down by ourselves the whole time we've been over here. Danny Robinson better off kicking it with us than she is kicking it with them. You hear me? Danny Robinson better off saying, you know what, maybe we was wrong about that old Ralph DaWise. Maybe we should give him another chance. Danny Robinson is better off saying that than actually aligning herself up. But then again, I don't know. Because the way that they disrespect women and people in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. If she tie herself to that and whatever, like, cool. Because that's what really happens. You know what I mean? Danny Robinson says she's a lone wolf. She stands alone, so on and so forth. But that ain't true. You know what I mean? That is not true. You know what I mean? The way these people operate, it's like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. It doesn't really matter what decision you make. It's better off not to say anything and just let them have their narrative. That's the best thing, you know what I mean? Is just keep that plausible deniability. Just don't say nothing. Let them keep on putting themselves, attaching themselves, you know. Because like, think about it, like, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly because you're picking and choosing here. Now you're just picking and choosing. Because think about it. If you so opposing to the knot, you're gonna side with somebody who's damn near doing the same thing. You're so opposing to this stuff. You know that King, you know that Sean DaWise, history gonna come back and slap all of them in the face. You know, the knot's been waiting for this to basically click up like this, because this is like all three of the people that he don't like, oh, he'll come in and think that I could take all of them on, all three of them. They don't stand a chance against me. And then what? Danny Robinson gets to circulate the Not video all over again, and it's the Push It Out For Me remix all over again. Like, come on, they're gonna do the same bullshit. And we don't really want to attach ourselves to it because we already know. We already know what's gonna come out. We already know it's gonna be a circulatory game. You're gonna see yourself stand up for one person or the other, and then you're gonna see them kicking it with that person again. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna sit there and be like, all right, well, I'm siding with this, and then da 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 da, and then watch. Whatever side you gonna side with, less than 2 weeks gonna go by, and that side gonna slap you in the face. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell y'all, man. This game it's like it's ridiculous over here at this point. At this point, you got to be like, you know what? This shit is pitiful. You got to see it at this point. You got to see it. Every single collective is doing the same thing. Like, you know, I mean, of course, they was able to get a lot of people from our collective because we was like a newly built collective. You know what I'm saying? So, when we was, it's fun that everybody's mentioning their Discord now and saying, "Come over to Discord now." You know, after all that bullshit that took place with our Discord, now everybody think they're building Discords. Well, we got our Discord, and y'all better get y'all asses over there to the Discord. And if y'all ever in North Carolina, then look up Cobble's Landing and bring your ass out here. You know, bring your ass out here. If you passing through North Carolina, stop through. I'm telling you, the more we gather, the greater they get pissed off. You know what I'm saying? The more we gather, the greater they'll get pissed off. It don't matter. Black, white, indifference, it don't matter. Like, this, all you got to do is have unity and love and go with that. Find that common ground and sit there and be at peace with that. Everybody's always looking for something negative in the next person. They looking for the reason why. Like, if you ever meet people in real life, it's like they looking for a reason why they don't like you. They like, what's your sign? Oh, you a Scorpion? I knew it was a reason why I ain't like you. Last time I dated a Scorpion, like everybody always do that shit. This is why, like, I don't even like getting in conversations with people like that no more because of this shit, right? Because I be looking at it like, damn, like it ain't nobody that's genuine in conversation no more. People will be like, oh, what's your sign? And then after you tell them the sign, and then they'll just tell you something negative about your sign. And then it's like from that point on, you're playing catch up because you're trying to fix the mistakes of the last person that they ran across that was your sign. Like, and then like, as a man, like they always, it's always the last boyfriend or the last person did this to me, the last person. So now you already at a disadvantage because now you trying to make up for the mistakes of the last person, and you don't even got a list of the mistakes that the last person made. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I'm telling you. It's bullcrap. Shit gets so deep. You'll do something in the house, and a motherfucker be like, yeah, my dad used to do that same thing, or my mom used to do that same thing. You like, what the hell? I'm on the cusp. I'm on the cusp. I'm a twin of myself. I'm Aries and Taurus. I'm right there, 420, right there on the cusp. Some books it says I'm an Aries. Some books it says I'm a Taurus. I'm on the cusp. Yes. Listen, they don't know Discord like we know Discord, right? So we know that you can actually broadcast the Discord chat on to the YouTube. You know what I mean? Like if we had a bunch of people in the Discord lounge right now talking, I can play it on the YouTube so that way we can all be a part of the conversation. I'm telling you, we're going to show that Discord is the place to grow and build. We're going to build a whole command center out of Discord. We'll build a whole command center out of Discord. And we'll just hold group conversations in Discord. Are you March 30th? Aries? Okay. Okay. Aries is the ram. Aries is the ram. I get it. It's the ram. Horns up. I don't know. Like my Aries side is just too much like thinking, too much in my own head. You know what I mean? Like my Aries side. And my Taurus side, like I could just be like, fuck it, it is what it is, like shrug my shoulder type shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh well, you know what I mean? But in my Aries side, like I'm always like overthinking or like hyper analyzing shit. Like in my Aries, you know what I'm saying? Like it's always like this heavy thought process that takes place, and then someone else has to tell me like it's not that deep. You know what I mean? Like when I'm in the Aries side, it's like it's too much thinking for me, and then someone else where I have to be like, it's not that deep. And I'd be like, all right, okay, I get it. It's not that deep. You know what I mean? But that's the problem. Like with being an Aries, right? Like being an Aries, it's like your mind is moving. Like I don't know. I can't say now. Now that I know that everybody don't have that inner dialogue, I can only tell you how my mind works. You know what I mean? Exactly. To slow it down. I be trying to slow my brain down, like literally, like my brain, my thoughts, everything be moving so fast. I be trying to slow it down. I'm telling you, I need to get together with some people and just take a trip to the casino. I'm telling you, I need to just find like some groups of people to start kicking it with. You know, I promise you, it'll be crazy. It'll be crazy. I listen. People are like, if you really lock in, like, and it don't have to be the casino. It can actually be just a different event. I just say that because, like, when you actually have like a group of people with you and the vibe is good, it's like you can just almost predict goodness on people, like with your intentions. You know what I mean? Like you could be at the slot machine and the whole group can be just having that good energy on you and be like, you're gonna win $800, and that motherfucking machine will be like ling 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 ling, and you'll win. I promise you. Nah, not the AT2 trips to the casino. No, no, no. I'm talking about, just to have fun and, hang out with the group and not to go to the casino and it, like I say, it don't have to be the casino. Shit, go to the horse races or something. Go to I don't know what people do. I'm out here at the campground, so we not gathering at no casino. We all the way in North Carolina on the damn campgrounds. You know what I mean? You want to come pet some goat and some some goat and some stuff, donkeys, some chickens, yeah. Plant some shit in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? But I know that's not the life that people are used to. People are used to that, that extravagant life. I step out of the dirt, to enjoy what other people are enjoying. You know what I mean? I know people are into, they want that good. Oh, we was on the beach. We had Mai Tais, whatever the fuck they want to call it. People ain't trying to be like, oh yeah, we played in the dirt. Yeah, a little bit of horseback riding. That people don't want to be like, oh, we planted, you know what I'm saying? We planted some shit. We planted some plants, you know. Motherfuckers want to be like, oh yeah, we was out there, we had a great time. We was doing this, we was doing that, you know. I mean, if like a camping experience is good too, like to come out here and have the fire and sit by the lake and camp, that's a good experience too. You know what I mean? If people came out camping, that's a good experience, to get a group of like people, a group of people camping, you know what I mean? Had a nice little fire and all of that good shit. Sleep out under the stars, wake up to a nice little breakfast with coffee. You know what I mean? That's a good camping experience. We're gonna put stuff together. Don't worry about it. Don't even trip. We're gonna make it so that way we can build this on multiple different, platforms. Something great to come out of it. Yeah. Life be life and y'all. Life be life. But we're here. We're all here together. We are all here together. Yep, yep, yep. We're all here together. We're in it together. And that's the thing about this. But we're gonna put together this table. And ain't nobody gonna be able to stop it once we put together this table. You hear me? We get the people to come from the Discord, we get the people to come from YouTube, so on and so forth. And they're not gonna be able to stop it once we put it together. You know? I got some platforms on TikTok. I gotta just go over there and be in the presence. See, but that's the thing. Like that's why I say pride and ego, pride and ego, right? Because like if you know if they're the big three, like they say, right? And you know they didn't want these charges pressed or whatever the case may be, then it would have been left alone, right? When she says she's not pressing the charges, right? The fact that OKP and the fact that OKP and Danny Robinson is pushing the Mario button for that to happen is crazy, because now that they did the follow-up content, now she'll be more inclined to say, okay, well, to prove that I'm not this and I'm not that, I'm going to go ahead and press the charges. You know what I'm saying? Which could be criminal charges because the amount of a PC is over $1,000. So it's not like petty larceny. You know what I mean? It'd be over the amount of $1,000, which would, you know what I mean? And then that would fall right into, the Notch playbook of him saying that he got that revenge. The Knot will use all of that to say he got that revenge on them. You know what I mean? Yeah, they throwing him under the bus for content. Exactly. If you know he got this computer, if you know he sold the computer, if you know that she's got the receipts and can press charges about this computer, and she's still making payments on the computer, oh yeah. Y'all just, you know what I'm saying, sold him up river for content. I guess they'll make more money in the long run, right? Won't they make more money in the long run? They'll make more money in the long run dragging this out and putting the bullshit out there. They'll make more money in the long run, I think. Hold on, I'll be right back.
You like to talk a lot of smack. You spy and lie, you boast, always gotta do the most behind my back. When you're faced with all the facts, you switch right up, you don't remember all of that. Showing off like you're in a pageant, bragging on about your status. Little do they know there's a real dark method to your madness. All the hate you brew inside, tragic. From a monster to the victim, play the role so well, dramatic. Is that it? Moving on. Now it's time for me to work, wave my magic wand. You're no match for me or the power of my tongue. Let me show you how it's done. I can too terrorize you for fun. Demon be gone. You're a narcissist, can't hide it when it shows. Tied down by your traumas and now they won't let you go. You're a narcissist, a reaction is your aim. I'll just give you nothing, watch you lose at your own game. You're a narcissist, it's always your way, it's your lane. Doesn't matter what I try to say, decline. You want what's mine, try to bring me down, try to take me out, but you can't steal my shine. You always wanna start a fight, no rules, never can you lose, no clue to why you always gotta be right. Tell me why you're so uptight, if it's all for show. Gotta let shit flow, gotta let shit go. Can't dwell on it your whole life. Get back, I don't want your static, nothing but a drama addict. Those repeated cycles, I have studied all your habits, but the way you stare at me, you savage. Try to pawn your pain on me, return to sender with that package and trash it. Moving on, now it's time for me to work, wave my magic wand. No more dragging me through the dirt, teach you right from wrong, run you like a marathon. Once that truth turns to karma, you're done. Demon be gone. You're a narcissist, can't hide it when it shows. Tied down by your traumas and now they won't let you go. You're a narcissist, a reaction is your aim. I'll just give it nothing, watch you lose at your own game. You're a narcissist, it's always your way, it's your lane. Doesn't matter what I try to say, divine. You want what's mine, try to bring me down, try to take me out, but you can't steal my shine. Try to take my soul, try to switch them roles, that destiny swapping, mocking, blocking shit. It's a no-go, all that ego doesn't fit. Only care for the glam, only care for the glitz. Way too grubby, but you wanna give gifts. Indian giver on a power trip, acting like you rich. All the money in the world wouldn't change your attitude. Love bomb if you want, won't change my point of view on you as you laugh and you flaunt. Take your exit too, you're no match for the highest with authority over you. True, now back to the money. Say you built the hive, forcing me the honey. Don't wanna be exposed, so you're acting all chummy. No one is around, now you wanna act funny. Bummy, pick a personality, many burn bridges. Friendship fatality, you see it one way. I see duality like calories, burn away them dark principalities. You're a narcissist, can't hide it when it shows. Tied down by your traumas and now they won't let you go. You're a narcissist, a reaction is your aim. I'll just give you nothing, watch you lose at your own game. You're a narcissist, it's always your way, it's your lane. Doesn't matter what I try to say, decline. You want what's mine, try to bring me down, try to take me out, but you can't steal my shine. You're a narcissist, can't hide it when it shows. Tied down by your traumas and now they won't let you go. You're a narcissist, a reaction is your aim. I'll just give you nothing, 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 nothing. You're a narcissist, it's always your way, it's your lane. Doesn't matter what I try to say, divine. You want what's mine, try to bring me down, try to take me out, but you can't steal my shine. You're a narcissist. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. You like to talk a lot of smack. You spy and lie, you boast, always gotta do the most behind my back. When you're faced with all the facts, you switch right up, you don't remember all of that. Showing off like you're in a pageant, bragging on about your status. Little do they know there's a real dark method to your madness. All the hate you brew inside, tragic. From a monster to the victim, play the role so well, dramatic. Is that it? Moving on, now it's time for me to work, wave my magic wand. You're no match for me or the power of my tongue. Let me show you how it's done. I can too terrorize you for fun. Demon be gone. You're a narcissist, can't hide it when it shows. Tied down by your traumas and now they won't let you go. You're a narcissist, a reaction is your aim. I'll just give you nothing, watch you lose at your own game. You're a narcissist, it's always your way, it's your lane. Doesn't matter what I try to say, decline. You want what's mine, try to bring me down, try to take me out, but you can't steal my shine. You always wanna start a fight, no rules, never can you lose, no clue to why you always gotta be right. Tell me why you're so uptight, if it's all for show. Gotta let shit flow, gotta let shit go. Can't dwell on it your whole life. Get back, I don't want your static, nothing but a drama addict. Those repeated cycles, I have studied all your habits, but the way you stare at me, you savage. Try to pawn your pain on me, return to sender with that package and trash it. Moving on, now it's time for me to work, wave my magic wand. No more dragging me through the dirt, teach you right from wrong, run you like a marathon. Once that truth turns to karma, you're done. Demon, be gone. You're a narcissist, can't hide it when it shows. Tied down by your traumas and now they won't let you go. You're a narcissist, a reaction is your aim. I'll just give it nothing, watch you lose at your own game. You're a narcissist, it's always your way, it's your lane. Doesn't matter what I try to say, divine. You want what's mine, try to bring me down, try to take me out, but you can't steal my shine. Try to take my soul, try to switch them roles, that destiny swapping, mocking, blocking shit. It's a no-go, all that ego doesn't fit. Only care for the glam, only care for the glitz. Way too grubby, but you wanna give gifts. Indian giver on a power trip, acting like you rich. All the money in the world wouldn't change your attitude. Love bomb if you want, won't change my point of view on you as you laugh and you flaunt. Take your exit too, you're no match for the highest with authority over you. True, now back to the money. Say you built the hive, forcing me the honey. Don't wanna be exposed, so you're acting all chummy. No one is around, now you wanna act funny. Bummy, pick a personality, many burn bridges. Friendship fatality, you see it one way. I see duality like calories, burn away them dark principalities. You're a narcissist, can't hide it when it shows. Tied down by your traumas and now they won't let you go. You're a narcissist, a reaction is your aim. I'll just give you nothing, watch you lose at your own game. You're a narcissist, it's always your way, it's your lane. Doesn't matter what I try to say, decline. You want what's mine, try to bring me down, try to take me out, but you can't steal my shine. You're a narcissist, can't hide it when it shows. Tied down by your traumas and now they won't let you go. You're a narcissist, a reaction is your aim. I'll just give you nothing, 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 nothing. You're a narcissist, it's always your way, it's your lane. Doesn't matter what I try to say, divine. You want what's mine, try to bring me down, try to take me out, but you can't steal my shine. You're a narcissist. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. You like to talk a lot of smack. You spy and lie, you boast, always gotta do the most behind my back. When you're faced with all the facts, you switch right up, you don't remember all of that. Showing off like you're in a pageant, bragging on about your status. Little do they know there's a real dark method to your madness. All the hate you brew inside, tragic. From a monster to the victim, play the role so well, dramatic. Is that it? Moving on, now it's time for me to work, wave my magic wand. You're no match for me or the power of my tongue. Let me show you how it's done. I can too terrorize you for fun. Demon, be gone. You're a narcissist, can't hide it when it shows. Tied down by your traumas and now they won't let you go. You're a narcissist, a reaction is your aim. I'll just give you nothing, watch you lose at your own game. You're a narcissist, it's always your way, it's your lane. wanna start a fight. No rules, never can you lose, no clue to why you always gotta be right. Tell me why you're so uptight, if it's all for show. Gotta let shit flow, gotta let shit go. Can't dwell on it your whole life. Get back, I don't want your static. Nothing but a drama addict. Those repeated cycles. I have studied all your habits, but the way you stare at me, you savage. Try to pawn your pain on me. Return to sender with that package and trash it. Moving on. Now it's time for me to work. Wave my magic wand. No more dragging me through the dirt. Teach you right from wrong. Run you like a marathon. Once that truth turns to karma, you're done. Demon, be gone. You're a narcissist. Can't hide it when it shows. Tied down by your traumas and now they won't let you go. You're a narcissist. A reaction is your aim. I'll just give it nothing. Watch you lose at your own game. You're a narcissist. It's always your way. It's your lane. Doesn't matter what I try to say. Divine. You want what's mine. Try to bring me down. Try to take me out. But you can't steal my shine. Try to take my soul, try to switch them roles. That destiny swapping, mocking, blocking shit. It's a no-go, all that ego doesn't fit. Only care for the glam, only care for the glitz. Way too grubby, but you wanna give gifts. Indian giver on a power trip. Acting like you rich. All the money.
All right.
If you want, won't change my point of view on you as you laugh and you flaunt. Take your exit too. You're no match for the highest with a
Okay. I know that shit done played 4 or 5 times already, as long as I've been going. But I didn't want to end the live. I didn't want to end the live, so I wanted to keep the live going. But, still had to go take care of something, That might be what I have to do. When I have to go do something, is just put the live on and then go do it and then, come on back. However it works. Finally cooling down outside after a day of 97 degrees. 97 degrees outside. Finally cooling down a little bit. If you ain't, we just want to give you guys a second place to go. We will be bringing a lot of, different knowledge, information to the table, just looking back at a bunch of shit. Once we get the Discord together, then we'll just, put different stuff in the Discord. And that'll be the stuff that we discuss. So we'll say somebody put a video in the Discord of this, we'll just pick different videos to hold topics of conversation about. So we'll build a Discord and then we'll build the platform from the conversations in the Discord, topics of conversations from the Discord. So that way we can all be a part of it. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty smart, for all of us to be a part of the topics of conversations. We choose what the platform talks about collectively. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about a collective space? Can y'all still hear me? Did we freeze out like that? Oh, okay. Oh, you water in the garden? Okay. Okay, water in the garden. Damn. I just want to just stay in the space, you know what I'm saying? Just keep the space that we in, you know? The more we start going live, the more people recognize that we live, and then so on and so forth. We'll go from there. But right now, we just got to build the hours of just keeping this space, you know? Keep this space. We might have to venture to the dark side for this one, people. Nah, nope. We got to see. We got to see how all this plays out. Which direction are they actually spiraling this in? Let's see if we can predict what direction this goes in. We already got the predictions for one part of it. We got to get the predictions for the other part. We'll see what direction that goes in. We'll see what direction it goes in. Right now is up for grabs. Right now is up for grabs. I mean, the reason why I say it's up for grabs is because people seem to be changing their minds left and right over here. Like, you know what I mean? People changing their minds left and right over here. You know, 1 minute it'll be like this, and then the next minute it'll be like, gotcha. You know, hard to lead with support. Hard to support when you know it could be switched on at any moment. At any moment, you know, at any moment. That's why I just keep my mouth shut for the most part. For the most part, that's why I just keep quiet. Because I be looking and then I realize, like, at any moment, it can be switched on. We can be switched on. It's always a flip my dip going on, man. Shit's been going on since the Atlantis cataclysm, since the Nephilim, since the planting of the Nephilim and the Watchers, you know, this always been going on. You think times changed? You think something changed?
The Nephilim are genetic hybrids between Oraphim and reptilian genetic templates.
Can y'all hear that?
Those individuals with the higher percentage of Nephilim genetics as a result of alien hybridization with Nephilim are easier to possess and mind control for serving the NAA negative alien agenda. 1. During the end of the second seeding, the Anunnaki started breeding with humans and a race called Nephilim was created. Many of these Nephilim creations were from the kidnap, rape and forced breeding with the human women of the earth. This was not agreed upon, to terrorize and genetically tamper with the human race, and as a result, the Elohim would not let this race walk on the surface or be on the earth. This created many conflicts which led to the Nephilim Wars, and many subsequent wars broke out when they went underground. This created warring conflicts with the Anunnaki and other races that are Anunnaki sympathizers, such as the Dracs and Syrian Anunnaki hybrids. The Nephilim Wars ended this seeding attempt to populate the planet and was reorganized for the next evolutionary round during the last astrological age, which resulted in the Luciferian rebellion and led to the final events to conquer the human race, which occurred during the Atlantean cataclysm. Many of the Nephilim first seeded on the planet were destroyed, and their fragmented consciousness became enmeshed with the lower demonic spirits connected to the dense levels of earth matter. This is called the monsters of chaos, which became embedded in the corrupted dark matter layers of the planet. Some of these entities are bound to the earth and astral plane, and became known as the Watchers. Those blended shadow forces in the planet that comprise both original Nephilim and fallen angelic consciousness fragments.
Now, we can get into that story, but let's just say these monsters of chaos still exist and they still run rapid and use, the body of mankind for all types of stuff, That's still taking place to this day, This lunar energy, so on and so forth, that's still taking place to this day. Shadow creatures, whatever you want to call them, right? That's still taking place to this day. Now, we can sit here and make it seem like, oh, these monsters don't exist amongst us. Yes, they are. They are in the collective. They're in the collective space, the collective consciousness. They're there. It's a different density, but they're there. Now, I ain't going to read all of this because, it's just going to keep on getting
The
more and
annual
more.
magnetic peak cycle brings forth the pinnacle waves of intensity with the organic magnetic field transmissions and resulting bifurcation shifts, which can instigate psychospiritual crisis during catalysts for penetrating deep layers for emotional shadow healing. During which, the collective consciousness themes tend to surface the lunar distortions and shadow body parts that are connected to the missing and inverted parts of the universal Holy
Collective
Mother principle.
consciousness.
These shadow distortions feed into the artificially generated monsters of chaos and the satanic hierarchies of lunar demonic forces that generate the massive power behind the dark alien mother network. The particular timelines currently surfacing include the hidden histories of the capture and fall of the female solar dragons in the region of Göbekli Tepe, with the inversion sourcing from the hijacked White Queen Sophianic consciousness from Tiamat that were embodied as the universal solar Christ Mary Sophius. These are the
But it's in the
white solar queens of
consciousness.
authentic.
It's in the collective consciousness. This stuff is in the consciousness, right? So this fight is taking place in the collective consciousness. It's group consciousness that you see, right? The awakened person, they're experiencing something different right now. But a lot of y'all are waking up in these group consciousness, these, group thinking consciousness, this space of ego and pride and, location, location, location. I'm from Philly. That's how we get down in Philly. I'm from Jersey. That's how we get down in Jersey. I'm New York. Da 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 da. So All of those stuff is things that was built in the houses of ego and pride. All of that stuff was built in the houses of ego and pride. So it already corrupted consciousness. You know what I'm saying? So like, but when you're talking about a collective consciousness, right? You see the collective consciousness that you're up against out here. You see them and you see their operations. You might keep on questioning, like, damn, why they act like that? Why is it people that support that? Why is it so many people that support this, mindset, narcissistic, whatever you want to call it, right? Sociopathic, right? Whatever mindset you want to call it, right? You might be asking yourself, like, why do so many of them support this mindset? You know, you might be confused. You might not understand it. You might just be looking at it from the outside, looking in, like thinking, like, damn, why does it seem like all of them repeat the same patterns? Why is this repeating like this over and over again? Well, it's the collective mindset that they're in.
Although the untrained mind can only sense direct physical attributes, the true morphogenesis of our multidimensional existence is generated through the multiple levels of sentience. Together these form into the entire collective consciousness identity, or that from which we gather to form the experience of a self. As we grow our capacity to perceive the collective consciousness layers that exist as interconnected to the self, we no longer define as being attached to an individual self. Because ultimately, the realization is reached that there is no individual self. We are multidimensional consciousness connected to many different streams of sentience that generate the entirety of the collective consciousness agreement, which we experience on the earth. Through continually increasing our sentience to gain enlightenment, we can discern the energetic quality of collective consciousness that we prefer to align with and express through our consciousness body. Thus, in the consciousness evolution process we gain spiritual sovereignty and free will choice, whereby, removing ourselves from the imposter spirit superimpositional forces of the larger collective consciousness matrix that others have chosen to express, which are no longer congruent to our essential nature. Without exercising personal choice that comes from developed energetic discernment, an individual is left to express the larger impersonal forces of the collective unconsciousness and the controlled manipulation of impersonal forces in the environment. Through the physics of the energetic reality, the person expresses the core energetic resonance they embody, which harmonizes with the larger collective consciousness body, which they attract. To have choice beyond the collective unconsciousness matrix, one must develop higher sentience towards greater enlightenment, and begin to perceive how the layers of the collective consciousness function throughout creation. Enlightenment in this context refers to being released from the confines of service to self, suffering, dark ignorance, attachment to material things, and the state of soul disconnection. The same states that reinforce the continued cycles of death and reincarnation into the lower realms, without consciousness memories, identities, or spiritual purpose remaining intact. It means we are released from the states of consciousness, which exist in the larger collective unconsciousness.
Now, when you're coming into this collective consciousness, you might be disturbed by what this collective consciousness is doing. You might be appalled by what this consciousness is up to, right? So when you come into this collective and you're like, what the hell? This is what the collective is doing? It's all about titties and ass and who's doing this and who's doing that and who's got the latest this and who's got, like, that's when you be like, what the hell? Like, that's when you're like, what the hell? You know? I'm trying to tell you. You gotta realize, like, what's happening in this world. Like, you know, the world is dark. We can make it seem like it's not. We can pretend like it's not. But the world is dark. Very, very, very dark. You know? And the reality of it is, you might get screwed around, upside down. You might mix a lot of stuff up because the world is dark. It's a messed up place, you know? It's the upside down world for real. But that's why I stay away from the different variations of games that could be played. You know, there's a lot of games that's being played. That's why I stay away from them. I be seeing what's going on. I be seeing, but it's so much better to just stay away from them. You just gotta point them out and then get away. Point out the bullshit and then step away. Whoever still attached themselves to it, whoever still, that's on them. But you just gotta point it out and then step away. What you can do. You know, you're gonna see a lot of it. You're gonna see a lot of bull crap in this world, in this life. But like I said, mainly you point it out, you step away. You know what I'm saying? You point it out, you step away. That's it. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when life takes a hold of you? You know? What y'all got going for the night? It's Wednesday, right? What we got going for Wednesday? What do we have going on for this Wednesday? Like I said, I just wanted to be able to sit in this space with y'all, like just to see if this is a good time, to go live, so just sit in this space to see if this is a good time to go live, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. That's the story of some people like work, get off work, go back to work. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yeah. But we gotta see how this one unfolds.
Get back. Get
We've been journeying in the wrong direction this whole time. We've been journeying outside of ourselves. Why?
Rough DaWise, talk to him.
Spent a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Maybe this is the year right here. Energy. Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better collectively, Energy. The first stage is realizing that you are. That's the first step. Confront yourself. Realizing that you are. Energy. Spent a long time on here pushing out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They can't put negative notions on us. Think about it. Great things is happening, whether they want to believe it or not. Maybe this is the year right here. This is the year for it right here. Right? Energy. Go within. There's something inside. We gotta do better.
Gotta see how this one plays out, people.
Go within.
Look out
There's
there.
something inside. We gotta do better collectively, One's image of oneself should be greater than reality. Don't let nobody tell you that you ain't
This
great,
one
'cause you
should
are.
spiral out of control nicely, right? You guys don't think? I think this one will spiral out of control nicely. Something magnificent. Something marvelous. Marvelous. Big shit happening. And we're going to see how long it can last. Because they have a storyline, right? They have a storyline. But how long can the storyline last? Right? How long can the storyline last? Should be fun. Should be fun. Should be interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. Let's see. Let's see. Listen, y'all can still secretly support the page with Cash Apps or PayPal's. You know what I'm saying? You can still secretly support. I know y'all don't want to throw super stickers or put your name on that members list. You know what I'm saying? But you can still achieve supporting the page. Right? You can do it. I think this is gonna be funny. Yeah. I think it's gonna be funny how this plays out. Maggie's already got her line of defense up. What's today? The 20th? Yeah, she said she wasn't gonna go live. Yeah, she's got a she's doing a premiere of this. So if she already did this live, she already had this live set up. Doing a premiere. Yeah, they are crazy. They are crazy. Hmm. All right, let's scatter around and see who's up to what. Let's go fishing and see who's up to what. We'll be in the Discord. We'll be in the Discord, everybody.